Hey, I'm Maria back with another video. So I'm sitting here making this video. I'm on my break right now. And I'm just like, today was just not a good day. Like, I woke up this morning and I was just sick. Like, I want to make sure that these people are out of my life forever. I mean, I want them out. I don't want to remember them. I don't want to think of them. I mean, I think the reason why I feel the way I do about them is because to them, they're just, they don't. A lot of people, I encounter people and they think that their job really, they don't see the importance of their job or anything, But for someone like me, that's all I have. I don't have any other way of taking care of myself. I don't. Okay, and I'm not the kind of person that's just going to sit here who thinks it's okay to just connect with somebody and get married and have somebody take care of me like the good old-fashioned days when I'm very much aware of being abused. I don't want that. You know what I mean? And so everybody's making decisions for me or assuming things about me that aren't true, and it bothers me, and it's affected my work, like getting harassed at work, and then being called in for job interviews and being played around with, and having people manipulate my jobs and giving me less money than what I deserve, and this sort of stuff. It's frustrating because I've really suffered some serious financial losses, and it has nothing to do with oh my gosh, I am in a lot of pain. And that's not of my own doing. And that's what bothers me so much, It's like I didn't do anything to deserve it. These people, and what bothers me is that these people are barbaric in their behavior. Like they come in, literally destroy your life. They harass you at work, and then they harass you in the community over stuff that they make up, I don't, none of it's true. Oh my God, I twisted my leg here. And aside from that, nobody should have to struggle to find a job like this, okay? And so they minimize the effect of it, and they just think, well, just go ahead and get any job. It doesn't work that way. They don't think about the age of the person that they are. They don't think about how old I am. They don't think about the fact that I'm in a community that, that's different. They don't think about a lot of the things that I'm thinking about. And so when I wake up and I keep thinking, okay, this is supposed to be my family. Why would look at the foolishness that these people put me in. Now, if they were unhappy with the fact that I married somebody and didn't say anything to them or whatever, you know what? You call me up and you talk about it. You don't create bullshit at work. This is work. You know what I mean? And they're basing a lot of things just because I had a child out of wedlock many years ago. I don't know what these people are thinking. I'm not a bad person. I don't party. I don't run around. Yeah, I used to drink a lot when I was younger, but I was dealing with a lot of your bullshit back then and I didn't realize it. So I'm not trying to minimize, the reaction that I took, the actions that I took in my reactions to their abuse. But I take responsibility for the things that I've done, and I've tried to correct it. Everything I've done wrong, I've tried to correct it. Like if I did something and I realized I did something wrong, I try not to correct that action, These people had no right to do what they did, and that's why I keep thinking. And they don't seem to take no for an answer, and that's what bothers me so much. I've been telling these people, get out of my life, and now I'm literally an emotional wreck. I'm an emotional wreck. I cannot focus. I can't think straight. I'm nervous. I'm feeling sick. I woke up this morning and literally my stomach was just tight, and that's why. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to be mean to Piggy, but I don't want to be around him anymore. Anybody who was involved with me during this traumatic part of my life has to be purged out of my life. That's just the way it is, okay? And so I know not to engage in conversation with him because he's the kind of person who will never admit to something. And the fact is, I've already tried mentioning to it. He tries to shut it down or he'll try to deny it. I don't want to hear that anymore. I really don't. I don't want anything to do with his mother. I don't want anything to do with his aunt or anybody in his family. I don't want anything to do with my family. at all, okay? I will send my mom a yearly greeting card for whatever, holiday occasion if I remember. But other than that, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? I've been after this issue for so long. And I feel irritated towards my sister Tanya because I feel like she's the biggest piece of shit that's ever existed on the face of the planet. People should be able to look at her and see that she's a goddamn hypocrite. Now she's going to sit here and try to manipulate my employment. That's bullshit. As well as Lisa. They have no right to ever do this. And it's like, you had no right, and you look at the kind of shit that these people have done. They've literally destroyed my life from my childhood, my adult years, and all these other things. And they're just sitting back thinking, oh well, my family is abusive, okay? Plain and simple. And so I knew that jumping into new relationships is I need to go into these sort of situations with a clear head. You know what I mean? A clear head. And aside from that, affecting my work is just like, how could you do that? I mean, this is how I live. I can't survive any other way. It doesn't matter what they think. I'm terrified of people at this point. I literally am. I'm terrified of people. I'm terrified of who I'm going to encounter. I'm terrified of them, period. Because I don't believe that most people have any sort of sense or understanding of what is right and what is wrong. Okay, very few people do. And that sounds like, well, gosh, how could you be that way? Well, look at this situation. Look at this situation. Look how many people participated in this and didn't even question that whether it was right or wrong. Heck yeah, I'm afraid of people. I'm terrified of people. Because I think they're evil. I think they're goddamn evil. And I have no other reason to believe any different. I mean, how long have I been saying this? And now that I'm innocent, does it matter? I hope it does, because I'm not guilty of many of the things that I'm accused of. If you think that I'm sitting here, playing games with Piggy and Polly, heck no. That would never happen. It never even would cross my mind, okay? I never cared for Polly. I never liked Polly. I know that she was kind of like sarcastic, when I used to be around her. Never liked her. Never liked her. And all his other relatives, I just thought they were kind of rude, but then I kind of understood why they were rude, and I just granted them their space. Didn't really want a lot to do with them. And so let's just assume that they're nice now. Let's just assume that they want to just go ahead and smooth everything over. That still doesn't excuse the fact that I don't agree with that lifestyle. Okay, I don't want it, okay? So in my opinion, I just want to part ways the best way I possibly can. Let's just sever ties. I go my way, you go your way, and let it go, okay? Because I don't want anything to do with these people. I really don't. Apparently it seems like my son's like, well, he'll visit my little home here that I'm looking for. But I don't think he really wants to move in, which is fine. Which is fine with me. I just want to make sure that when he does stop into Bakersfield, he can come and see me when he wants to. I'm exhausted, and I'm tired of worrying about this. I tried to make these idiot people understand my concerns. And see, I can't help to think that my family was trying to have me killed off. After they knew what was going on, how could they ignore this? Unless, of course, they had some sort of murder in mind, or they wanted me dead. And I'm going to basically say and throw it out there. Because what do you think is going to happen to somebody who can't get a job reference? What if I decided, I can't find work in California, so I decided to get in my car and go to Arizona. Or, I would never do that, but okay, just some other state, okay? So while I'm there, I'm looking for work. I finally find somebody that I want to work for, and they call and they get a reference, and guess what? I can't get a reference. So guess what? I'm homeless now. You cannot do that. I mean, from a legal standpoint, you can't do that. But why would I put my hands in the fate of somebody else? I would never do that. It is a dangerous situation. I don't have any legal bindings toward my family. I am not under their conservatorship. They do not have any rights over me. So therefore, whether I get a reference from these people or not, I'm going to let you know. I'm sure everybody in Bakersfield, all the employers, since they actively participated in my gang stalking, they know who I am. So probably calling them for a reference is a waste of time anyway. But the fact of the matter is that stay out of my life, okay? Polly, stay out of my life, okay? Esther, stay out of my life. Piggy is going to have to stay out of my life. I've already had the discussion with him, so I'm not going to discuss it anymore, okay? So hopefully Polly, when I dump him and I leave him, he's got a place to go. okay? Because I've tried having the discussion with him before. He doesn't want to listen. So I'm the kind of person, you know what? He's going to play games. I'm going to leave him. He's going to be abandoned. I'm going to abandon him. That's the way it is. I know you watch my videos. You're too much of a nosy bitch not to. So please, take care of your son. I don't want to have to deal with it anymore. I need to be able to be safe, and I need to feel secure, and I don't want to live around people who think that they have the right to put any input in my life and then not say anything, okay? It's abuse. Wrapping up this video. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Bye.